everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video it is my monthly check-in. I'm a day late but don't think that makes any sort of difference. If you are not familiar with this style of video on my channel, if you're finding my channel for the first time this video, I do not weigh myself on the channel. I find the scales a very toxic thing for me, so I don't weigh myself at all. I don't know my weight. But I rely solely on measurements, progress shots and a gold triangle clothing section at the end. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. For those, like I said, that are new, I am not really in a weight loss phase at the moment. I am not intentionally putting myself in a calorie deficit. I am training for the London Marathon, so the training and my long runs and things like that takes utmost importance. And being in a calorie deficit at the moment wouldn't be very good for my training, because I'd sort of be taking away the energy and food and things like that that I require for my training. So my aim up until the marathon, which is I think it's just over a month now. So I've got the rest of this month, and then next month, once the London Marathon is out of the way, I will be sort of kick-starting my weight loss and stuff like that. So next month will be a sort of big update to update you on what my plans are, but for now I'm just hoping for maintenance. I do think I've done that. I think when well, I guess I should update on a couple of things. I can't remember whether I mentioned in my last video I was going to be trialling out going gluten-free. I was having quite a lot of gut issues, toilet issues with my long runs and things like that, and I just wanted to try out different things to find out what my trigger was. So I have been gluten-free all month. I have been doing really well with that, actually. There has been a couple of days here and there where I haven't been able to substitute our sort of main meals. Things like the HelloFresh that we get, some of the meals don't have gluten-free options. I wish that HelloFresh would allow you to substitute things for gluten-free. For example, all the pasta dishes and things like that, I've been trying to avoid those at the moment because pasta is not gluten-free. I obviously could use my own, but it's expensive when you're already paying for HelloFresh and then having to add extra ingredients. So I've just been trying to stay away from gluten-free I've been trying to stay away from gluten things in the HelloFresh. But overall, I feel like my diet and things like that has been really cleaned up since I went gluten-free. There is a lot of things that have gluten in it, so I feel like I've not been able to have as many things as I would usually. Things like biscuits all have wheat in it, and a gluten-free is really expensive, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't really fancy forking out on the £2.50 packets of biscuits that are not even like the full-size packet of biscuits that you'd usually get. So yeah, I do feel like my diet has had a major overhaul. I have been tracking my calories along with some other things throughout this month. And there have been days where I have been under my calories just because I haven't really been eating that much. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm just expecting maintenance. I don't expect any gains in there whatsoever. I haven't done anything to warrant gaining weight. I do think I've done really well in sort of sticking around my maintenance calories. So yeah, that's all I'm hoping for in this video, and that's sort of my recap for this week. The majority of my exercise has been my marathon training. I'm into the very, very long runs at the moment. I did 16 last weekend. So exercise is going really well. So if there's been any sort of deficit through the running, which there probably won't be because I'm taking on so much fuel during my long runs that it probably equates to the amount that I'm burning. So I guess we'll just see how things go in this video. So we're going to start with progress shots first, we'll move into measurements, and then we'll do a gold tribe and clothing section at the end. And then I will return to you to set some intentions for the month ahead. So let's get into it. Okay, we are going to move on to measurements next. Last month I maintained all my measurements, nothing changed, so we will see how we have got on this month. As always, I'll speed up this process and then I'll come back to tell you the results afterwards. Okay, so I have maintained all measurements again this month. I am happy with that. It's no gains. Obviously, every single month you would hope for a loss, I guess, but because I'm not actually in the loss phase, that doesn't really bother me at the moment. The fact that I'm maintaining my measurements is a good thing because I'm not trying to lose weight or be in a calorie deficit, like I said earlier. So yeah, I am fine with that. So we're going to move on to gold try-on clothing next. Okay, we are going to do gold try-on clothing section next. So as always, I have the two same pieces of clothing. So I have these summer trousers here I'm going to be trying on, and then I have a pair of skinny jeans that have still got the tags on. I'm probably going to bleach them at some point. These are what I'm going to be trying on, so I'll do the summer trousers first. That is where the summer trousers are getting to, probably about the same as last time. You'll see on the side by sides whether I have or haven't managed to move it. Skinny jeans next. As soon as it gets hot in here, I struggle to get these on, so we will have to see how far I can get it. Right, I think that's as far as I'm getting. I'm sweating. That is as far as I'm getting it for this month. Still stuck on the bum, like I always am. So I can't pull it up any further, but I don't think it's any different to how it was last time, so that is that. Okay, so that is all my measures of progress done. So I've done my progress shots, my measurements and my gold try-on clothing section. As far as measurements are concerned, as you would have seen, I have maintained my measurements for this month, so I'm absolutely fine with that. In terms of the gold try-on clothing section, I don't think the clothes fit less or more than they did last time, so I'm fine with that as well. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be swapping out one of the items of clothing that I have. I just feel like, well, I might swap out both and just have a sort of proper new piece of clothing that is just one size smaller, because these are a couple of sizes smaller than I can fit into currently. So I feel like I need to have a more attainable piece of clothing to fit in. And then sort of swap that item of clothing as I sort of get further, so that I've got this sort of goal that I'm heading towards with regards to clothing, not with it being months and months and months away to be able to fit in those items. I haven't made a decision on that. It might be that when you come next month I am using the exact same pieces, but we will see. I might swap it up and buy a new piece that I aim to fit into when I start my weight loss again next month. So intentions for this month are pretty much the same as last month. I hadn't touched on at the beginning of the video the fact that I was doing my 75 challenge. That has been going quite well for the most part. There have been days where I have dropped the ball, as I like to quote, with regards to not doing certain daily challenges. However, the whole point of the 75 challenge for me was that I didn't want to drop the ball and just let it go for a while and then pick it up in a week or two. I just wanted to get back on it straight away and get back to sort of being consistent with it. And I do think that that has done the trick. Every time I've sort of dropped it, when I haven't done a certain thing, where I haven't been under my calories or something like that, I've got straight back on it the next day. So I do think it's working in that respect. And I hope to be a bit more consistent this month with getting everything checked off. I am starting from day one again today, which is, yeah, it is what it is. I had a bit of an off day yesterday where I was just feeling a bit more hungrier than usual. Marathon training does make you very hungry, so I'm having to try and manage that. And some days it just doesn't happen. I'm hungrier some days than others. So yeah, that has been going well for the most part. It has been doing the trick. The intention of why I put that in place is working. So hopefully I can be a bit more consistent with that and I can sort of get to the 75 days at some point, but that is working quite well for me. I'll leave a screenshot here with my sort of tracking to show you the days that I was off track and on track with the 75. So yeah, that is that. So I intend to keep using that going forward to track my progress throughout the week with all those daily challenges that I have set. I'm not going to change any of the daily challenges because they are working quite well. They are to sort of stick in a diet, if you will. My diet being I just want to maintain my calories so that I maintain my weight during my sort of training cycle. I want to drink 2 litres of water a day, which I have been doing quite consistently because I've been trying to keep hydrated during the week for the lead up to my long runs. The only thing that I haven't really been sticking to is the picture one. I think I'm going to just do that on a monthly basis like I do with my progress shots. I don't think there's a point in taking a picture every day, especially when I'm maintaining. Like, nothing is going to be changing in pictures, so that's the only thing I'm probably going to take out of the challenge going forward for the sort of daily things that I'm doing. What other things were there? There was the reading 10 pages of a book, which I have been doing most days. Most days that I've been on track with calories and things like that, I've also been reading the book. I have a couple of books that I've got on the go at the moment. I seem to be flicking through certain things, magazines and stuff like that. They're not classed as fictional, so I have been reading magazines, running magazines, things like that for tips during training, so I've been doing that. So that has been going really well. Exercise, I've been doing that. On the non-training days I have been making sure that I get out for a walk, so I've been making sure I get steps. There's probably another one in there that I've forgotten, but you will see on the spreadsheet whether I have or haven't done them on certain days. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing with that. It is, as I said, the sort of final month of training. It's the big push now, so I'm not expecting to restrict my calories, as I've mentioned. It's just about sort of getting through this month up until London Marathon, and then, like I said, there will be a sort of change in October. My upload in October probably won't be the first, it'll probably be after marathon. So yeah, my upload for next month will be a bit later. That'll just be where I'm getting things together to sort of get back on a weight loss plan, and I'll decide what I'm doing from there. But all things positive, gluten-free is going really well. I'm not having as many issues with the toilet and things like that, so that has been going quite well. Training is going really well, and you can see all the updates from that on my training updates, but I don't think I have anything else to mention. I feel like it's going to be very samey this month as it was last month, so I'm just going to continue with that, and yeah, I guess I should maintain next month, we will see. But I'm going to end the video here before I sort of ramble and mix everything up. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You can always click the notification bell down below to be notified of when my videos go live. Other than that, hope you're all staying safe and well. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, whenever it is that you're watching this, and I will see you again in my next video.